Have you ever found yourself sitting across from a man who seemed like the whole package? The conversation flows effortlessly, the chemistry is undeniable, and you leave the date feeling like you've just met someone truly special. But then, just like that, he disappears. No texts, no calls, nothing. Or maybe you've been seeing someone you genuinely like, but you can't quite figure out how to keep him hooked, let alone move the relationship forward. If you're nodding your head right now, you're not alone. Today, I'm here to share the truth that no one else will tell you. High-value men play by a completely different set of rules. And if you don't know how to navigate these rules, you risk ending up confused, frustrated, and still single. Welcome back to the Trophy Wife's Guide to Life, where I teach you how to attract, secure, and thrive in relationships with high-value men. In today's video, we're diving into the unspoken rules, the secrets that high-value men won't ever reveal, but that you absolutely need to know if you want to be successful in dating them. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the typical dating advice often falls flat with these men, and more importantly, how you can turn these rules into your advantage. Trust me, once you master these, your entire perspective on dating will shift. So, grab a comfy seat, because we're about to break down the hidden code of high-value men. Let's start with rule number 1. The power of patience. High-value men are in no rush. They approach relationships with a level of patience that can be bewildering. These men have options and they know it. If you're sitting there wondering why he hasn't put a label on things yet, take a deep breath and resist the urge to push for commitment. Rushing the process only signals insecurity. And let's face it, nothing is less attractive than desperation. The more patient you are, the more alluring you become. In an upcoming video, we'll explore how to navigate the early stages of dating without coming off as needy. But for now, remember this. Trust the process and let him set the pace. Now, you might be thinking, but won't he lose interest if I'm too patient? Not with high-value men. Believe me, the right kind of tension can keep him intrigued, and I'll show you how to build that anticipation in just a moment. Moving on to rule number 2. Exclusivity is everything. High-value men crave that feeling of exclusivity. They want to feel like they're getting something rare that no one else has access to. This is where many women go wrong. In a world where oversharing on social media is the norm, you can easily dilute your own value. When you're dating a high-value man, you need to embody an air of mystery. He doesn't need to know your entire life story on the first date, or even in the first few months. High-value men love the chase, but only if they feel like they're working towards something special. Your job is to create that sense of exclusivity. This doesn't mean playing hard to get in a childish way. It means being selective with your time and energy. Let him know that he's going to have to earn his place in your life. In future videos, we'll delve deeper into how to cultivate that aura of exclusivity that keeps him coming back for more. But for now, just remember, you are the prize. Act like it, and he'll treat you like one. Now let's discuss a common mistake that brings us to rule number 3. Stop over-investing too early. Many women believe that by pouring their time, energy, and emotional investment into a man, they'll win him over. But with high-value men, it's often the opposite. If you over-invest too soon, you're doing all the work for him. And guess what? Men like this don't appreciate what they don't have to earn. High-value men value the things they have to work for. If you start giving too much, too quickly, you rob him of the chance to prove himself to you, and before you know it, he'll lose interest because the thrill of the chase is gone. This doesn't mean you should play games. It simply means you should let him take the lead. Let him show you that he's worthy of your time. You don't need to go out of your way to impress him. Let him impress you. In an upcoming video, we'll discuss subtle ways to encourage a high-value man to invest in you without you lifting a finger. But for now, hold back a little. Let him chase. Let him prove he deserves a place in your life. Before we move on, I want to touch on something we'll cover soon: how to gracefully turn down a man's advances without losing his interest. This is crucial when dealing with high-value men who aren't used to being told no. Now, let's move on to rule number 4. His priorities come first. At least initially. One of the most misunderstood aspects of dating a high-value man is the reality of his priorities. These men have built their lives around success, whether it's in business, wealth, or influence. This means, especially in the early stages, you are likely not going to be his first priority. And that's okay. Too many women make the mistake of demanding attention and time too soon. High-value men respect women who understand their vision and who support their ambitions without becoming a distraction. They want a partner who fits into their life, not someone who takes them away from it. In one of our upcoming videos, we'll explore how to align yourself with his priorities without losing your own power. But for now, know this. If you show him that you respect his goals and that you're willing to support his vision, he'll start making space for you in his life, and that's when you truly become irreplaceable. Speaking of irreplaceable, let's delve into rule number 5. Never make him the center of your world. This might sound counterintuitive, but the minute you make him the center of your universe, you lose your power. High-value men are attracted to women who have their own lives, who are fulfilled, passionate, and thriving without them. If you drop everything the moment he walks into your life, he'll see you as dependent, and that's not what he's looking for. Here's the unspoken truth. High-value men want women who are already high-value on their own. They want someone who adds to their life, not someone who needs to be taken care of. So, focus on building your own empire. Keep growing, keep thriving, and never stop pursuing your passions. That's what keeps a high-value man hooked. In an upcoming video, we'll break down how to create a life so captivating that he can't help but want to be part of it. But for now, remember, you're the star of your own show. Don't make him the center of your universe. Now, let's talk about a huge mistake that leads us to rule number 6. Don't try to change him. This is one of the quickest ways to lose a high-value man. High-value men are confident and set in their ways, and if you try to mold them into something else, they'll see right through it, and they'll walk away. These men are successful for a reason. They've built their lives, their routines, and their values based on what works for them. So, if you're constantly trying to push him into being someone he's not, he'll see you as controlling and incompatible. In a future video, we'll explore how to support his vision while still maintaining your own identity and power. But here's the key takeaway. Accept him for who he is, or find someone else. High-value men are not looking for a project. Now, if you're wondering, but how do I stand out from all the other women in his life? Don't worry, that's exactly what we'll cover next in rule number 7. Be the woman he can't find anywhere else. High-value men are surrounded by women who want their attention, their money, their status. So, how do you stand out? By being the woman he can't find anywhere else. Be the woman who brings something unique to the table, who doesn't need him but chooses him. This is where your power comes in. You are not like everyone else, and he needs to see that. Whether it's your intelligence, your kindness, or your ambition, show him that you're the total package. In an upcoming video, we'll break down how to become the irreplaceable woman in his life. But for now, remember, you're one of a kind, and he needs to know it. Now that you're armed with the unspoken rules of dating high-value men, it's time to take things to the next level. In the next video of this series, I'm going to reveal the fail-proof attraction blueprint, how to go from single to secured in just 6 months. You don't want to miss this, because it's the strategy that will change everything for you. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because in upcoming videos, we'll be discussing how to secure your financial future with a high-value man and the secret seduction strategies that will make him crave you. But first, head over to the next video. Your future self will thank you.